Yeah!
You can point your toes.
I would barf, dude. Okay, interviews are always stupid, so let's try not to make this stupid.
I'm pretty.
And cut.
A lot of pressure.
I'm pretty sure we're professionals at making it really stupid.
We're pros.
Tyler doesn't even have enough hands. Like, he can't even hold a mic right now. He's usually got sticks in his hand.
You trying to get the sound of that? He wants to watch your left leg.
He's already driving the bull. You're gonna burn his mic popper.
Yeah, we're not worried about your nalgas. We're worried about the equipment, dude.
All right, this is pretty stupid. We're gonna actually a lot. We got a new single coming out.
So what he's trying to say is we're working on a new single. It's gonna be coming out pretty soon.
So Tyler's gonna talk the most.
Yeah.
It's from one polar. It's the polar opposite.
Yeah, exactly.
When I'm not smoking, I'll be talking.
But
So what he's trying to say is,
true facts. Single for Lefty comes out August 22nd, and then on the
No, you got it all wrong. So we got a single for
I got the dates
Lefty
wrong.
coming out on July 22nd.
July 22nd.
And then we have our
July
remix
22nd.
version coming out on August 5th.
So the remix version is a buddy of ours does electronic music, Horge. He did the remix of it, and he is
in English
performing
that's
that
El
version.
Jorge.
Yeah. Yeah, but he
Horge.
prefers Horge.
Yeah, he actually goes by Horge, and it's my roommate's friend that we've never met before. But we just sent him a whole slew of all of our music, and he picked Lefty, which we were pretty over. We were unsure if we were even going to release it. And we sent it to him, and now we like the remix better than even what we did. It's some pretty cool like beats with like heavy synth, and yeah, totally different.
It is good. I really enjoy it. I will say, the original version I still think is good.
Which original version?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I sent
okay.
Troy the very original version.
There's
of it.
like the original version.
Yeah,
And
that actually started from Sal's idea.
Well, yeah. So, it was me and Greg. So it was during COVID, and we just weren't like hanging out too much with the band. And then Greg just called me. He's like, "Give me something." He's like, "Give me like, what'd you say? Like, give me something with like a lot of space and just something." And so I just like started writing some stuff in my parents' garage when I was living with them at the time, just on like a drum set with one microphone and then just like a DI guitar or something really shitty. And then I just sent over Greg this track, and he really liked it. And then he starts like writing these really cool, like almost like kind of pseudo rap vocals over the top. And we just really liked it. We kind of put together this really like bare bones lo-fi kind of demo of it. And something about the demo is always like so much more like romantic. We're always trying to chase the demo, which is really cool. So we spent a lot of time in the studio just trying to recreate kind of the cool energy that we captured with the demo.
How long ago was that?
That was like too long ago. I think
April
that was-
2020.
Yeah, that
like,
was a while
right in the
ago.
heart of COVID.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say this has been kind of a while. In the
Yeah,
making.
it's been we kind of shelved it and then worked on it and shelved it. I think it's really cool. I like the way it's coming out a lot. We did our best to capture that demo recording just the best we could. It's always a lot of fun trying to like recreate that. We spent a lot of time in the studio trying to get that.
Yeah, it's crazy
right.
how much just like the cheap mics and even like working off an iPhone, we always like tend to really like the compression that just like
There is something there, and
Yeah.
just the way that the circuits are compressing that on like iPhone stuff, that it really adds. It's like what mastering engineers try to get. I feel like it has such a good character, but
We're not sure
Yeah.
what date yet, but after that releases, both versions are released, we are going to release a 4-song EP that we recorded a couple months ago, where it was just recorded within the course of 48 hours, and we didn't have any preconceived ideas of songs. We just had all the instruments in the studio. We hold our subs in there. We stayed there overnight, and we just got what we could get out of there, and now we're just prepping it for release after Lefty. We got a backlog of material that we got to get out.
yeah, that was the try last weekend where we just locked ourselves up together for a few days, and I think Chef Eric here fed us for a while, and
Tried real hard to try less.
we tried hard to try less. Yes,
Tyler, what happened to your fucking microphone, dude?
he just gave up, man.
Damn.
He's trying less.
He went from like interrupting everyone to just like, fuck it.
2 out of 2. Best indie alternative artist, and we won best indie song for our song "She's Money." I think that was the first year that we're probably not gonna win.
Well, there's a lot of bands coming back up. Since,
One year we're not gonna win. We won twice.
Yeah, true that. And I had faith. You know, not that we're big on the awards or anything, but it looks
I
good
believe
on
more
us.
in the awards than Jesus. I'll tell
And,
you what.
Hey, it's nice to have
Faith
some
in the
acknowledgement
awards.
that. Well, yeah.
All right, and he's back. Tyler's back. Tyler's back.
Thanks, Troy.
Kept the mic where it was.
Well, the highlight of my night at the awards was to
Getting his dick sucked.
meeting that band, The Sacred Souls. They just
They're
dropped
sick.
a new EP. Those guys are killing
Yeah,
it.
they really are.
Shout out to the guitar player Sal. We have the same name.
Local love.
Ready, set, survive.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the tough thing is since we were last here, everybody was all fired, and now I'm kind of looking at back in my head. I'm like, which bands are still around?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Monarch.
why we're thinking it's
Shout out to Monarch.
Yeah, Monarch's doing it.
Peach Cooler.
Yeah. I just feel like it thinned the herd a lot. There's a lot of bands that were just it's already a struggle just to be an artist trying to get out there and play, but after COVID hit, there's a lot of bands that weren't willing to play, a lot of venues that weren't willing to have people, and a lot that were just
Fender's gone. Fucking Tyler, dude.
gave this guy a mic, right?
Yeah.
That's what it makes.
Big
I
mistake.
didn't hand that to him, by the way.
Silent Bob. Yeah,
Gotta have Tyler sign a waiver before doing interviews. 91X already knows.
yeah, we're doing 91X tonight. They're gonna feature Lefty for the first time.
With that beautiful radio compression, it's gonna make it pop
does
twice
make it
as
pop.
hard.
It does sound
I love
really
hearing the
good.
songs coming
You
through
ever
the waves.
notice
there.
that when you're just like, what
Dude,
is,
make
how
it
does
sound
that
like
happen?
make it sound like we're playing in front of 10,000 people. It's awesome.
I just found out that Jack White got his own radio frequency that no one really knows, but it's just for him to go out into his Tesla and test out his songs that he's mixing.
What a power move!
And he just goes out there and then finishes his mastering off a FM channel. Yeah, but he goes into a Tesla, so go figure that one out. Everything's analog besides his car.
It'd be interesting to do test it on a FM frequency and then test it on an AM because it totally opens up the sound. It's in mono. AM's mono.
AM.
I feel like AM is just like.
Yeah, I know. Normally it sounds washed out, but something about that, there's a character to it. There's some sounds, some bands where I listen to the AM sound and it's endearing, so I want to see if there's a way you could mix them both in there and make it sound nice.
Yeah, we just had the remix played on Not So Serious Radio, which is an AM channel through Palomar College up in San Marcos. And it was definitely interesting because having it come out as mono with all the deep subs and synth, and it's just being played in an old school kind of way. It was definitely a little different to listen to, but I guess it was cool. It's a different version.
Belly Up on the 23rd. That's my favorite.
Belly Up was sick.
So good.
That's my favorite. Belly
And
Up's my favorite.
Music Box is probably my favorite venue to play. Every time we play there, it's just they've been good to us pretty much every time. So for the last time we played there, I get it. The COVID restrictions are a little gnarly, but other than that, every time we play there, it's just a shit ton of people come out, and us being pretty North County boys, we get a lot of people that want to show up to the Music Box shows.
The Belly Up is sentimental to me because that's when I first joined the band. And I was just scared shitless on stage for the first show I played with you guys. It's on YouTube. You can see me staring at my toes.
Yeah, his first show with us.
Just
good-looking toes, though, bro.
no.
Sal never played a venue with us ever. I think the only time they ever, what did you play?
I was just doing open mic nights.
Yeah, he never.
But I would sign up to the open mic nights and not play. I used to go to watch, and then I'd go put my name down on the list, but I wouldn't play. Then I would go bring my guitar, sign up, but not play. And then eventually I went, put my name on, and then played 30 seconds, and I just kind of built it up slowly. And then I joined the band. It's kind of when I just got into the scene for music in general, and that's kind of just through contacts. I hooked up with the band there.
His first show was Belly Up.
Yeah, the first show
Tavern.
with the band is Belly Up, and it was like very sentimental. It was like a really important like moment for the band. It's so awesome.
With the band, so you didn't even want to play the show.
Tyler Mike, dude.
No, I wanted to.
Holy.
You guys didn't really need to hear all that anyway.
No, it's true. I was over it. We had a Belly Up gig, and I was like, no, the band's done. And Tyler and Eric like pulled me out, and we're just like, no, like we're not gonna say no to the Belly Up. And I'm like, well, we don't even have a guitarist, and we don't even have a keyboardist, and they're just like, we'll find them. And Tyler put out a Craigslist ad, and Sal. We got a lot of weird responses, but
I got a lot of weird.
It was always like
I had to
have
weed through all the fucking
It was
bullshit.
like, I have 60 years of musical experience. It's like it's not an interview for a bank. Like this is music, like
I can't describe the ridiculous bullshit people would send me asking to like audition for our band. It was some of the worst shit I've ever heard in my life.
It was fun every couple of days. Tyler's like, hey, get a load of this one.
And then he just called me one day, and I'm at work. He's like, I found the guy, and here's his SoundCloud, and I listened to it,
dude,
and I was like,
SoundCloud rapper, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, Sal sent me something. I didn't like. It was just a SoundCloud thing.
Yeah, I just
didn't
threw
know what he
some-
looked like. Didn't know how old he
Yeah.
was. But you sent me some where you were playing guitar and singing over it, and I was like, that's the dude.
Yeah.
That's the fucking dude. I found him.
Yeah, but the funny thing, and I always have to say this, I love this story so much because, like, you didn't like find me, you found my neighbor Fernando. It's just, I love this guy. Fernando. I was doing my laundry in my garage, and he drives by. And we always like say what's up to each other, and then he just pulls over one time, just like, hey, like, there's this band, they're like playing music. It seems to be like your kind of style. They're like, they're not my thing, but like they seem to be your kind of style. I was like, oh, I'll look it up. And this is like the open mic days, and I was on Craigslist too, looking at who else was on there. And then he's like, oh, I think they might be a good match for you. So I looked him up, and I was like, I like this shit. This is good. It was the first record. It was the first stuff, Lazy Summer Days and all that stuff. And I really liked it. I was like, what the heck? And they're like, San Diego, they have shows booked. They're already playing like the radio. I was like, this is like a home run. So I just mobbed over. We ate swordfish or something. Like, I always like when you say, I didn't ever even like join the band. It was just like, it just came up one day and hung out. And then I just kept coming by, and then
Yeah, right. You showed up and we're like, all right, you're in the band now. We have these shows coming up. So clear your calendar. You're like,
But it was a seamless transition, and it
really
and it
was.
worked out. And you guys had just joined the band too, right? It was like you guys were
we're
just
pretty new, yeah.
you guys, the whole thing kind of came together. And it's crazy because the band was almost done, like you said. It was almost dead. Like you were
Yeah.
like, this isn't gonna happen anymore.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And here we are now. We've made
But
a
neither
crap
of us
lo-
except Greg had played Belly Up before, and we're just like, I gotta
Yeah.
fucking play Belly Up.
This is still the best gig that Sal has so far.
Yeah,
Probably
until
true.
another Craigslist ad.
Yeah, dude. Might have to get back on there and see all those. Let's just see all the 70-year-old people trying to play Guns N' Roses covers.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with Guns N' Roses. Nothing is wrong with Guns N' Roses. I would
think-
say use a metronome.
Get a TikTok.
Use a metronome, get your rhythms good, play in time, know how to lay down a track without having to edit it too much.
Yeah, and
But of many things, though. That's
we're
just
we're trying it right now too. It's like you don't need it. Like if you're in a band, your music is number one, and then the marketing behind it, and then go play live once you have a little bit more established oomph on social media, and that way you can get a little bit more money when you go play those shows. You sell them out immediately. We're a ground up. We play live. That's what our bread and butter is, and like it's a different world right now.
Also, you gotta have fun with it too. Like, you can't take it too seriously. Like, I used to kind of take things really seriously, like music. Oh, we have to be serious musicians, which is like true, but you have to also be more than that. It's got to be fun too. You got to know when to just dick around.
I'd
We
also
won the fucking Wonderfront thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking outdrank all the other bands that night. Got them all so fucked up they couldn't play, and then we fucking crushed them.
I would say also just stay focused.
Yeah, also
that's-
stay
that was
focused.
just-
That's what Tyler was about to say.
No, yeah,
stay
that's what-
focused.
That's how we stay focused by getting
Well,
drunk.
yeah, as an 18-year-old musician,
I
I'd
wasn't
say
losing that one. I was opening for Suicidal.
forget all the jobs that you got to do. Forget like girlfriends and parties and distractions. Like if you want to be a musician, at least you can have time for all that stuff, but
still
make
full
that
of
a priority.
Stay focused,
That's why I
Eric.
say that, because I was a bad example for that.
And you still are.
And I still am. So if I was to give my past self advice, I would say that. I wish I had spent more time in the room just playing
No,
my
you don't.
instruments.
You guys should fist fight for sure.
That's going to be our closing move.
I think I see a fist fight coming on. Nah, I'll defend Eric, man. Eric holds it down for sure, man. Like he's fantastic.
He's the best fucking bass
He's
player that's ever
phenomenal.
practiced in his life.
Oh, no.
The best, dude. I wouldn't want to play with anyone else in the fucking world. He's the best bass player.
Despite
It just
Tyler's
pisses me off
shenanigans.
because I have to practice so much to be a mediocre drummer, and he is the best bass player in the fucking
Tyler's
world.
full of shit. All of us are the best at our craft that have ever walked the earth. We are the best band, the best musicians that play the best music.
We're the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I think we're the second best, but it's
Let's
just
go.
my opinion.
Aviator Stash.
The first best?
Green Day.
Definitely Green Day.
Troy's not going to argue with
Pick
that.
one of your favorite bands.
Radiohead,
Pick one.
best thing that happened in music of all time and all of history ever is Radiohead.
Fugazi.
Aviator Stash.
Green Day.
It's still the same as the last time we were here.
Aviator Stash.
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons. Part jealousy, part truth.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to the Wiggles because they're a underrated
Radiohead.
band.
The Wiggles.
Hey,
I like the first record.
Who's that guy?
He's talking about El Chombo.
Yeah, go look up El Chong because he's probably my favorite band right now. Favorite guy.
I'm glad this is
really-
recorded.
It really strikes a
I
nerve.
know the song you're talking about.
You do? See, it's so good. Ooh, one band.
My
Who would it be?
homeboys and girl, Krungbin. I love Krungbin so much.
I would say
Shout out to
Krungbin
Mark
as
Spear.
well.
Mark Spear is like the new like guitar god in my opinion of like creativity in the craft. Obviously, he's not like a super shredder or anything, but he's like just the smartest and tastiest player I've ever heard in recent years. Mark Spear from Krungbin.
He might seem biased because he's got a Krungbin shirt on.
And
but-
socks.
Yeah, it's, well, I confirm. Be cool with that.
That's just me.
I would say right now, after watching Idols, I would want to open for Idols. Just to have that same energy throughout the entire, whatever it is, festival or actual set. They bring so much energy and they kind of just got this just go fuck yourself attitude that I want to open up before them and create that energy right before they come on and just crush.
You guys know Turnstile? That band Turnstile, those guys are killing. They're got a new band, they're just crushing it right now. They're pretty hard. Like I don't know, what do you call it? It's a little like heavier stuff, but it's I don't know how to
It's a
describe it.
cool mix of like post punk and hardcore and a little bit of thrash metal.
Yeah,
With,
with
like-
the really good energy. Just
Like the post punk scene. That's I don't know, when you cruised up to my place earlier today. That's what I was playing, honestly.
Yeah, I
Those
think we,
Turnstile?
I was listening to them this morning.
I love Turnstile because they got like
I just discovered
because
them
they have
last
like
night.
the poppy hooks, but they're like they're just still
Yeah.
like pretty
Yeah.
heavy. Like it's awesome.
It's a great
it's very
combo.
strange because I never was into that type of music until like Tyler and Eric joined this band. But when we actually just kind of jam, we'll get pretty heavy. But then our like main focus is just to keep the fans just on their feet and like not wanting to turn back and go buy a tall boy a PBR. It's like, no, I want you to be soaked into this and soaked from head to toe by the end of our set. And it's very a punk rock attitude. We don't really have all the punk rock songs, but the way that we just play live and just like we're like so tense and just going the entire time. It's almost hard for us to like play a ballad like Babe, you know, because we're just like, no, let's move forward, and it's like slightly moshing, but it's like kind of like it's like a nicer mosh. But yeah, so there's a lot of
but, you know,
respect.
when
for
you eat
this stuff.
sushi, like the point of the ginger and the wasabi is to be a palate cleanser. That's why I like the ballads because it's like the ginger and wasabi of our set.
Yeah, I think it'd be tough for any band though because you're dealing with dynamics. You're dealing with a band that's got all kinds of dipping into all sorts of different genres and styles, and then also just different tempos, which is nice. It's great for us. It's like we have a whole palette of stuff to choose from, but switching those gears on the fly, sometimes, yeah, it's tough. And I think it is for an audience, too. So we just kind of have to craft a set in a way that is everything that we want to hear and they want to hear.
And then just one more thing to add about our goals. I would want more lasers at some point.
Major lasers.
For those that are curious, Aviator Stash on all major streaming platforms, aviatorstashband.com. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok.
TikTok.
We have a
Sal's a
TikTok?
curator.
Who created a TikTok?
I'm the agent of TikTok for Aviator Stash.
We have a TikTok? Is it 18 and up?
I didn't tell you?
Yeah, if you want more irreverent action like this, that's the place you'll find it. Our professional stuff.
What's
is
the
more
sign in?
other
Should we
ones.
just allow other people to post
it's
for
our
us?
professional shit posting platform, if that's what the audience prefers.
Can
Go
we
to
just
TikTok.
let ourselves be hacked and just like give them the password so they can upload for us? Because don't you have to post a lot on TikTok?
Dude, we need some yeah.
What's the password? Tell them the password.
Password is capital P A $$ W011.
You got it here first, folks. We're Aviator Stash signing out.
This is it, this is that. This is news with the whip above bat.